So, Steelers made a pretty big statement against the Raiders, but at the end of the day, as some Raiders fans like to say, at the end of the day, it is what it is. The Raiders were very hurt in that game. They were starting Aiden O'Connell. It was the first start of his career against the highest paid defense in the NFL. So, I mean, they really showed out and forced 4 turnovers, and is pretty much the sole purpose. I believe we won that game, and the fact that Najee Harris went off. Like, we really didn't get anything in the passing game. So, there you go. The video title. Russell Wilson should start for the Pittsburgh Steelers. We didn't get anything out of the passing game. Justin Fields is giving us 188 yards passing per game. And I'm sorry. Everybody wants to talk about mediocre Mike, mediocre Mike, mediocre Mike. Mediocre Mike would be very mediocre not to make this switch, because that's very below average, 188 yards passing. It is, especially in today's league. Very, very low and below average. I mean, he's on pace for about 3,100 yards. That's not that good. That's like the best of his career. And that might be like the worst of Russell Wilson's career, honestly. I don't understand why all these media people are pretty much just bashing Russell Wilson. I just don't get it. He's washed up. He don't got it anymore. He isn't mobile anymore. Of course he's not as mobile as Justin Fields. That's all Justin Fields really got. That's his whole game, is his mobility. Of course, you're not going to have more mobility than the most mobile quarterback in the NFL. There's not one quarterback in the entire NFL that has more mobility than Justin Fields, period, point blank, plain and simple. Maybe Lamar Jackson, maybe. But I would say Justin Fields, if Lamar got a little bit of a step on him, Justin Fields has got a bigger body and is stronger and is not afraid to take on contact. And he is a hard runner and a great runner of the ball. He is a unique weapon in the NFL. So it is what it is. He's going to have more mobility than Russell Wilson. And I mean, yes, the offensive line's banged up, but hey, it's banged up with Justin Fields, and he's rolling out, bailing out of the pocket, taking these big sacks and ruining drives. And there's penalty after penalty after penalty after penalty on offense. It's just killing drives all year long. What are we for? 6 games. 6 games now. Every game there's some stupid penalty on offense for the Steelers, and it's getting to the point where, like, dude, what's up with the discipline? You need a veteran leader in the huddle. There is no veteran leaders on this offense. Pretty much everybody's still on their rookie contract, like outside of Samalo, Daniels, who is out for the year. Freiermuth just got extended off his rookie contract. I mean, Calvin Austin's on a rookie contract. George Pickens is on a rookie contract. Jalen Warren's on a rookie contract. Najee Harris is on a rookie contract. Zach Frazier, who just went down, was on a rookie contract. Broderick Jones is still on a rookie contract. Dan Moore is still on a rookie contract. Like, all these players on offense are still on their rookie contracts right now. So, you need a veteran in this huddle to help keep this team on time and on rhythm. Russell Wilson averages 225 yards passing per game. For his career, 13 seasons, man. Justin Fields is on pace to throw for like 13 touchdowns. I keep seeing this meme going around. He has 10 touchdowns, only 1 interception. Most of them are on the ground, okay? We have a 240-pound running back. We have Russell Wilson, who can extend the field and has one of the best deep ball accuracy, deep ball throws in the NFL. And Justin Fields has done nothing but dink and dunk all year long. And the way Arthur Smith is running his offense, he's pretty much had the handcuffs on Justin Fields all season long, bro. And so we're not even trying to utilize his mobility. We're trying to turn a mobile quarterback into a pocket passer, dude. And that's just, you can't do that, man. You just can't do that. That's what I'm saying. If you go to Russell Wilson, you stay both on 1-year contracts. So shit, use him up. Use them up and then go from there, bro. We'll see. But we got Russell Wilson, dude. Only player to ever throw for 40,000 yards and rush for 5,000 yards a season, man. So what's the deal here, man? This dude's a Hall of Famer. If this was Ben Roethlisberger sitting at 39 years old, shit, if this was the case when Ben Roethlisberger had a shot elbow, was washed up, you couldn't dare. You in Steeler Nation, you would get crucified. I got crucified. Mac Main got crucified for freaking calling out Ben Roethlisberger because he was old, washed up, overpaid, dude. Period. Russell Wilson's 35, threw 26 touchdowns last year, only 8 interceptions and 3,600 yards, and he missed 2 games because they screwed him and they benched him the last 2 games so they wouldn't have to pay him his full goddamn contract. So Sean Payton literally just bent Russell Wilson right over, dude. He was doing pretty damn good last year. Look what they're at with Bo Nix, dude. Bo Nix is going to be a bust, and Sean Payton's going to get fired. All right, period. Denver is just a joke. All right, I don't even know. Ever since John Lynch, I don't even know, man. Since they won that Super Bowl, Denver's just they used to be a pretty good franchise. Now they're just they suck. All right, and you ain't going nowhere with Bo Nix. What's up, bro? Ends of the year, shout out. So you got to go with Russell. You got to go with Russell Wilson, man. I'm sorry, you got to. He's got a way better career passing percentage than Justin Fields. Everything, man, everything. And like I say, I think he's going to bring so much more discipline to the offense. For one, for two, he's going to be able to read defenses way better. Actually, be able to make checks at the line, and he'll be able to operate out of Arthur Smith's system way better than Justin Fields because Arthur Smith's system is really not tailor-made to Justin Fields' strengths. It's not. And Arthur Smith is here on a 1-year deal, so he wants to put his mark on this offense that's been putrid for years, and it's a business at the end of the day. So he has control, and he's got the reins, and he's not going to give up control, and he's not going to give up the reins, and he's not going to change his philosophy, period. That's what got him there. And he's going to continue with that philosophy, and that philosophy is what won him the job in Pittsburgh because they want to bring that smash mouth brand back to football. That's above Tomlin. That's even above Omar Khan, bro. That's coming straight from the goddamn Rooneys all the way down to through Khan to Tomlin. Period. They want to bring smash mouth football and defense back to the Berg. They don't care what Colin Cowherd's saying. They don't care what Mark Madden's saying. They don't care what nobody's saying out here, bro. Period. The Steelers do things their way. That's why they won 6 Super Bowls, all right? They don't listen to what Cowherd or Madden or Stephen A. Smith yelling and screaming has to say on ESPN and putting on his clown show, okay? They don't give a flying fuck. They care about winning football. They care about getting the job done in the motherfucking trenches, and that's how you win football games, all right? And, I mean, for the Fields people, yeah, Justin got more mobility. So with this banged up, we've had 6 different starting rotations. Every single week we've had a different offensive line starting because we've had so many injuries, and that was the weak point last year. And, I mean, I don't even know. It really hasn't been the weak point this year. The weak point has been the passing game. The weak point has been Justin Fields taking long sacks, kind of like Kenny Pickett. Honestly, he's just a little bit better and just has a little bit more mobility. All right. That's really the only difference. And, you know, that's it, period. So I think we got to go. We got to make the move, man. We got to make the move. I never wanted to fire Tomlin. I said never. Don't extend his contract. Don't even get me going on that shit. Don't even get me going on that shit right now. We're talking about Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. And that's another thing is, I mean, is Tomlin going to do this? That's what I'm saying. Mediocre Mike would be mediocre not to make this move, man. I'm sorry. 188 yards passing is not getting it done. 188 yards passing is you're going to lose to the Dallas Cowboys. 188 yards passing, you're going to lose to the Buffalo Bills. You're going to lose to the Kansas City Chiefs. All right. We need to get more production on offense and in the passing game. And like I say all the time, one hand washes the other, especially in football. All 6 games, all last year, shit, ever since Najee Harris has been here, and this is another thing, I'm tired of the Najee haters, bro. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Tired of them. Because ever since we've had this beast, biblical beast, he's been getting hated on. I don't know why, because all he's done 3 seasons is ran for 3,000 yards, has some of the most yards after contact in the NFL since he's been in the league, and he's the only player to rush for 3,000 yards straight for 3 straight seasons. And he has a horrible offensive line in front of him, no quarterback, putrid wide receivers, and a defense that stacks the box on him and keys in on him every single game, week in and week out. That's the defensive game plan to shut down 22. That's the game plan for every defense when you play the Pittsburgh Steelers. So with Russell Wilson, you bring balance. You open it up. You make the defense have to guess. Because you never know what's coming. Russell Wilson's going to operate perfectly out of this bunch formation. He's going to give you a little play action, roll out, dump out. He's going to get the ball out quick. bang, bang, bang. They say he has one of the most he holds on to the ball the longest. That's what Filipponi said today. That might be true. But then he said another thing about Russell Wilson fumbling the ball a lot, which was just straight blasphemy because Justin Fields is the one who has like 43 fumbles for his entire career. All right. He's the problem with, all the fumbles and everything for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Make sure everybody hits the like button and the subscribe button. But Fields has scored the most of the touchdowns. He has. But if you get down there in a goal line, you get Russell Wilson extending the field and you get a deep play down in to Pickens and you get him in the red zone. You put him in a bunch formation and you could still run Najee up the middle. And that play, he got that edge on. He's had some good touchdowns. I ain't going to lie. Fields with the legs. But, Russell can still do a bootleg and run it in and walk it in, dude. Seriously. I'm tired. People keep saying he don't got the mobility. He's the only player in NFL history to rush for 5,000 yards and throw for 40,000. Believe me, Russell Wilson still has mobility. Believe me, Russell Wilson is still pretty much, I would say, in peak prime condition compared to Ben. He's way better athlete than Ben Roethlisberger ever was. Ben Roethlisberger was a freak of nature. 6'5", he was just gifted a big corn-fed Ohio boy, 6'5", he's just naturally big. And if he would actually put in the work, Ben would have been, oh my God, he could have probably been an outside linebacker defensive end if he actually took the time in the gym and laid off the alcohol and the porno. Well, Russell Wilson is an extreme athlete. He got drafted to the MLB, and then he decided to go to NFL. So Russell Wilson is a very elite athlete. No, we didn't get Rodgers next year. No way. I don't want him. Why do I want him? I'd bring Russell Wilson back on the cheap. And he might want to come back on the cheap. He's like, man, I'm Mama, and that's seriously. And he might finish his career with a Super Bowl. You give him a 2-year deal after this, he's 35, 36, 37. He still got this year, next year, and maybe one more. Maybe one more. All right. So this year, we give him a 2-year deal. Hey, we don't even have to draft a quarterback next year. And then on his last year, the last year of his shit, hey, we draft a quarterback, and then boom, you groom him behind Russ. And then it becomes a competition again. It is what it is. But obviously, you go in there starting Russ, and then when he sucks, you go to the new guy. But I can see Russ walking out with maybe even a 3-year deal. I wouldn't even mind that after this season, honestly. Or you draft a quarterback next year. You could. It depends. Who's there? If they're available, you never know. There's some decent quarterbacks. Dylan Gabriel, Alar, however you say his name, from Penn State. He's balling. I think he would be a perfect fit for the Pittsburgh Steelers right now. That boy from Texas is really nice. So I got to really look into this a lot more. I haven't been looking at all that, but there's some good quarterback prospects coming out of this draft. Deion Sun. I wouldn't really want Deion Sun, but he's got talent though. I ain't gonna lie. The tank for Manning. Steelers don't tank. There's no tank mentality for the Steelers, all right? And he's not even starting for Texas yet. I would take the dude from Penn State, honestly. Right now, I think he would fit our system perfect. He's just very efficient. He's got a little bit of mobility, and he does not turn the ball over. And that's a big key in this game. Is with the Jets defense, they ain't no slouches. And they just picked up Devontae Adams, and he's supposed to be playing in this game. So, bada bing, bada boom. They got some talent on offense now, and they got that defense. So, and Aaron Rodgers has the best touchdown interception ratio in NFL history. Well, he won that game forcing 4 turnovers that set up the offense for easy points all game long. The offense really didn't do much outside of Najee Harris, period, last game. Or against the Cowboys, to be honest. So, or against the Colts. Well, Justin Fields balled against the Colts. I can't say that. My bad. But you got to get more production, and you can't turn it over. And I feel Justin Fields has a more likelihood of turning the ball over than Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson has proven track record over 13 years that he just does not turn the ball over. He just don't. The most I think in his career is 13, and he threw 40 that season. So, you're throwing 40 touchdowns and only 13 interceptions. That's a pretty high efficiency rate as well. And that's what this game's going to come down to, is the turnover battle. Who can get off to a quick start And we're getting a lot of more help back on defense, too. Our defense has still been balling. We've had some big-ass injuries on defense, too. And our defense is still getting it the fuck done. And now with Alex Highsmith coming back, KZ coming back, our defense is going to be primed and ready to play. I think we can hold the Jets to like 15, 14, 17. We can hold them in there. But there's the thing. You got to be able to score at least 20 points. Like these dudes in these Twitter spaces, this dude was tripping on me. He kicked me out of the space. I was like, bro, how are you going to sit here and blame the goddamn defense when they only gave up 20 points? Yeah, they gave up some yards and shit, bro, but they only gave up 20 points to the goddamn Dallas Cowboys and was only able to put up, what, was it 13 against that shitty-ass defense with Parsons out and their best defensive lineman, Lawrence or whatever the fuck his name is, bro. So, dude, how can you sit there and blame the defense, man? Yeah, they gave up some yards. Yeah, they got that drive done in the end and shit, bro. But the offense has got to put up more than 13 points. I think the average points for an NFL team is like 20. So, dude, you're not going to win many games only scoring 13 points. You can't expect your defense to hold teams to 10 points every single game, week in and week out, over and over and over and over again, and force 50 turnovers a game. Like, it gets to the point where the offense needs to step the hell up already and capitalize on these turnovers and punch the shit in. And with Russell Wilson, I think we brings balance, and it's going to open up the running lanes for Najee Harris. Like I've been saying, like I said earlier, I get off track sometimes, but one hand washes the other. So with Russell Wilson spreading the field, opening it up, throwing it down deep, taking that safety out the box, that's going to open. So that's just going to make our running game way better. And that's another person we're getting back, I think, this week is Cordell Patterson. So we have a full running backs room, which we haven't had all season long. A three-headed monster with Cordell Patterson. Who else do we get? Jalen Warren and Najee Harris. Jalen Warren's been on the mend a lot this year. He just started to play last week. I think he might have played game one and then he went down. And Cordell went down pretty early. What was it, week 2, week 3, whatever it was? So, dude, we've had some big injuries in the running back room. So we got that three-headed monster back. We might get Mikael Pruitt back too. Tight end, great blocking tight end. So we definitely need him back too. So we're getting some key injuries back for this game too. So the Steelers cannot let that win get to their goddamn heads, and they need to take advantage of this shit. Doc Jr. I like Fields, but he has similar stats as Kenny did by week 6 last year. He does have legs and ability to improve. Russ gives us a bit more arm/experience. That's what I think. Yeah, right. He knows better. LOL. They're getting Sanders for quarterback and Dion for coach. Yeah, right. They'll never get Dion for coach. Dion's going to leave there as soon as he gets drafted out of Colorado. He's going to sell the hell out. Phil's way better than Pickett. He never did shit to impress me. Yeah, he's better than Pickett. But it's just the fact that he can run the ball more and he gets more first downs because of his running ability. It's not so much of with his passing. And you got to have balance in today's NFL. When you pass, it opens up the running game. It was like the West Coast offense, what they used to do. They kind of revolutionized the game, the 49ers, with the West Coast offense. They would pretty much back in the 70s and 80s, everybody ran the ball first, okay? But what was Bill Walsh, whatever his name is, he started to do the quick slants over the middle, which forces the linebackers to have to drop back in zones all game long because you're hitting them over the middle. So you have no choice but to drop your linebackers, which the philosophy was that it's going to open up the running game and the running lanes because the linebackers are dropping back into coverage. And then I think it was kind of like a zone running scheme to where you just pick and pop your little zone. You got a hole and you take it, and the linebackers drop it back into coverage. And so you get that zone, you get that crease, you slip in, you already got 3 or 4 yards, and then it's back on backer. And you make a man miss. Najee made a dude miss, and then he got picked up a big run. There it is. Especially if you got a fast back, a scat back, he can just, like me, dude, I'd shake the shit out of him. Like if it was Ray Lewis, dude, and I hit that hole and Ray Lewis was on me, I'd I'd break his ankle and I'd cut the other way like Willie Parker, and I'd take it to the crib. Or like Marcus Allen, you know what I mean? That's kind of me. I'm like Marcus Allen in this bitch, all right? But that's neither here nor there. But that's the point, that's the thing. We want to run first with Arthur Smith, but you got to be able to keep the defense honest. We haven't been able to keep the defense honest since Najee Harris has been drafted. And he still runs for a goddamn 1,000 yards every season. And he's on pace to run for another 1,000. That's why I've been freaking out about not picking up his option. Pissed me the hell off. Cowboy fans and the Steelers fans are like, we're like identical. We're going to win a Super Bowl every year. Pittsburgh, that's the fight. Here we go. Steelers, here we go. Pittsburgh's going to the Super Bowl. Here we go. Steelers, here we go. Pittsburgh's going to the Super Bowl. I got to be like Mosh now. Hit the like, hit the notification bell. I got to start bringing more content on YouTube. Mine's all fucked up and shit. I can't stay focused. Mostly I've been any focus I do get, I put it on the page. So I'm sorry to the YouTube people and the YouTube audience. I haven't been bringing my videos and shit. Especially that's when it starts getting. I get fired up and raged up. I start preaching and shit. In my videos, man, I get all fired up, man. And this team needs to get it fired up. This team needs to get inspired, man. This team, like that, the way we lost that game. What was it? That Colts game. When he fumbled that ball, bro. That's another. I was going to make a short. I was like, bro, the one thing Russell Wilson is going to do better than Justin Fields, he's not going to fuck up the cadence, bro. On three. Set. Hut. Russell Wilson, baby, going to come in and get this big win for us, baby. That's what he's going to do. Russell Wilson's going to come in, throw for 250, 2 touchdowns, and Najee's going to run for 75. Jalen's going to get a 50. Cordell Patterson's going to have 35 on the ground. We're going to run all over them, bro. We don't need Justin Fields' running ability. We got Najee get you 70. We got Jalen get you 50. And we got Cordell get you 30. So what's that? 50 and 70 is what? 120. And then another with Cordell, 30. That's 150 a game. Shit, that's dominant on the ground. You can easily get that type of production out of them three, period. You don't need Justin Fields' legs. You need somebody that can pass the goddamn ball down the field, and that's Russell Wilson, period. Period. So I think I pretty much made my statement for this one, honestly, on why Justin Fields should be the starter. So I'm going to cut this one. Shout out to Kid Murray. Shout out to Run, the Yinzet of the year. I said Yinzet of the year. You're Yinzet of the year. You won it last year. You're probably going to win it again. 2-time running Yinzet of the year. Run. Shout out to you. Oh, you're on strict rules, huh? No talking about the Cowboys. That's funny. Winner, chicken dinner, baby. I see Mark Madden. We'll go on for a little bit. Hit the like, everybody. So I see Mark Madden, dude. He's up in this bitch, bro. Talking. It's like, I'm right. Ha. Russell Wilson's going to be starting. He hasn't even announced it yet. And that's another thing. I talk about that shit all the time. So we can segue into another thing. Dude, I talk about this shit all the time on my channel all last year, how the mainstream media be fucking just putting out bogus ass shit, bro, all the fucking time. I call it out all the fucking time. All these bogus ass stories they be running for clicks and views and all that bullshit, bro. They're all, Dan Orlovsky, they're all running with this narrative that Tomlin announced the starter. I watch Tomlin Tuesday every fucking Tuesday, bro. And he didn't never announced that he was the starter, not once. But that's the breaking news. Dun, 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 dun. Yo, and they just straight slander and lie and just run bullshit, dude, 24/7. That's why I don't even watch ESPN, man. It's a fucking joke. You got that puppet fucking Dan Orlovsky. You got that puppet Stephen A. Smith. You got that puppet Mel Kiper. They're all puppets on the strings. Squawking a fucking agenda for Massa. Bro, get the hell out, dude. Get the hell out of here, bro. Get the hell out of Pittsburgh, Stephen A. Bandwagon, hairline having fucking clown. God damn, I can't stand him. I can't stand Colin Cowherd. I can't stand none of these clowns. They just shit on the Steelers' name just to fucking try to build their names up, bro, and get clicks. When, dude, the Steelers is the best brand in football. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. What is this, 18, 20 years running without a losing season, about to be 21, bro? They've been winning longer than Brandon Rodgers has been alive. All right? Period. Hey, Brandon. And then that's another little hater. Let's mention him because he's hater numero uno, number one, Brandon. Devontae Adams going to get the win. He's going to get the win. He's just going to get the win. How much you want to put on that, little bitch boy? How much you want to put on that, dude? Put your money where your mouth is, you little bitch. Or no, you know what? I don't want no money from you. Like I always say, I want to see you crack a fucking egg over your head because you always run in your goddamn mouth. So how about that? Put an egg on it, pussy. You won't. So shut the fuck up and watch the Steelers run all over the Jets and fucking watch defense, a defensive masterpiece at fucking work, because that's what wins 6 championships. And that's why your rinky dink franchise is still where they're at. Okay. So miss me with that shit already, Brandon. Yeah, if Ernie made a bet with L that couldn't talk shit about the Cowboys for the rest of the year, LOL. ESPN is a bunch of demtards, pretty much. Is Devontae? I'm a Democrat, but I don't want to hear it. If I want to hear that shit, I'll watch CNN or MSNBC or some shit. If I want to watch ESPN, I want to watch ESPN for sports, bro. The hell out of here with this goddamn shit. Is Devontae? Yeah, they said he's playing. That's what I heard. I seen something. He's playing, expected to, but who knows? He's been injured, so maybe it could change. But he might. He probably will. He's been sitting on the sidelines for a while, just waiting to get dealt. So I think that will do it for this one. We ain't even go to power hour on this one. Shout out to everybody, yo. And once again, hit the like one more time before I go out. Hit that notification bell, share, subscribe, all that. Helps the channel out, helps the channel grow. This is a Steelers channel. This ain't no nonsense channel. I do have nonsense channels, but if you're here, if you love the Steelers, smash the like. Or if you just love football in general, smash the like, smash the subscribe. The Pens are about to play, so I'm gonna check that game out. Maybe I might come with a Pens video. What time is it? They're probably already playing. If it comes out, it comes out. I might post up. I'm gonna start trying to bring NHL content. I always say I'm gonna do it, and I never do. But I'm really gonna start trying to bring it this year too. I fucked it. I didn't really get too much Pirates content. I should definitely bring more of that up, and maybe some college football. I don't know. We might bring a little bit more sports into this outside of Steelers and try to branch out a little bit more. I don't know. I'm always thinking, like, if I branch out and do college football, or if I do other shit, I feel like I'm a sellout. I feel I want to keep this kind of page Pittsburgh pure pretty much, but I don't know. I should just start clout chasing and trying to make as much money and milk the shit out of this YouTube shit as best I can. I don't know, but peace out, everybody.